Okay, if I had a picture, I would.
Hello and welcome to Epic Interactions, where a couple guys and a couple girls get together, play some Dungeons and Dragons, have some fun, and try and stay alive. You'll notice that we do not have Cass this week. She is at a job, unfortunately, job soaked, so she's there. She won't be back with us until 2 weeks from today. So she'll be back not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after that. We do have our other players back, Atreya and Emerald, so they'll be with us tonight to kind of go over some announcements. Donations, we do receive donations. Half of our donations go to military vets, so we donate to them. And then when we hit $50, we'll be getting a D&D starter kit where we'll be sending it out to somebody in the chat. So definitely donate, talk in the chat, talk to the players. They will have their Twitch streams open so that we can talk to you and chat with you and discuss stuff with you. I unfortunately cannot be on the chat just due to a whole bunch of stuff that I take control of here. I have been getting some questions on why I'm not in the chat, so that's why. Other than that, last week, we did decide on doing some costumes this week, which we ended up not doing, well, the majority of us not doing, except for Atreya. There was some miscommunication as well. So next week, November 1st, if you dress up again, I did allow that if you dress up again or as your character, I will reward extra experience for that. So, however, Atreya here will be getting extra experience. If you look, she actually has like the elven ears, which I'm kind of stoked about. So there's that. So you definitely have fun with that. What other stuff is there that I may be missing? Is there any other announcements? Oh, if you are in the chat, if you could go over to your cell phones, go over to your computers, anything that has an electronical internet access, and just turn on the Twitch stream. It helps us get more followers, puts us higher in priority for Twitch, so that way when somebody looks up Dungeons and Dragons, we pull up as one of the top 5. Hopefully that's what I'm hoping for on a Wednesday night. So definitely do that. We appreciate that as well. Alright, sorry, I just have some messages here going. So with that, is there anything else I am missing from anyone?
Happy Halloween, early Halloween, because next stream will be November 1st, so that's why nice. That's why she's all dressed up. Unfortunately, I just forgot.
He has other priorities that he needs to meet before he can actually get a costume.
I gotta buy other things for the show before I can just start spending money on frivolous things like that.
It's not frivolous.
Anyway, so last week was actually a very good session indeed, where some of our players were pulled into the middle dimension between the divine and what is the material plane. They each had a part to play in their past. Some of their backstories came to life as they were able to walk through them and be able to experience exactly what happened to them and gain more information and knowledge on what exactly happened to them. There was some information that was very blunt and upfront. There may have been some information that was very subtle, not really mentioned, but if you picked it up, good on you. So, we also ended last week's session where the players came back to the material plane, back to the time period in which they were in, where Atreya was at her family's, and you guys were going to go to sleep. However, Atreya stayed up thinking that her family was acting weird. After some investigating, her family decided to pursue her into the room, where therefore, with very little time, you woke up Baltimore. You got into the wardrobe, and your family was walking in, looking for you, and they said, Atreya, we know you were here. And that's where we'll go ahead and pick up this week's session. And you guys are in the cabinet, or wardrobe, sorry, just you're passed out. And you guys are in the wardrobe. What do you guys want to do?
I mean, they said that they know I'm in here, but I want to see if they really know that I'm in here. I'm not just gonna pop out to be like, oh yeah, you got me, you're right. So
where am I located right now? Because I did have
the
to
way-
leave
the way-
early last time.
You're currently sleeping. You passed out. You went to bed.
Figured.
So essentially, the way the room is, the door comes in, it opens up. To the left, you have the restroom. You have some of like the dressers, and then it comes into, this is the guest bedroom. It has multiple beds, about three beds, where you guys kind of either double bunked or just are in bed right now.
Can I make a perception or
You're
some
passed
kind
out.
of? Well, they're in the room though that I'm in, and they're speaking, right? I can't make anything to see if I wake up.
Sure, you can drive.
What do I have to roll to see if I can wake up? With them?
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Am I also sleeping?
Yes. Okay.
Oh God. I'm dreaming about this wife that I apparently have now.
As you guys, as you're in the wardrobe, you can tell they're just kind of looking over your
Oh, fiance, sorry.
your heroes, your friends.
Mhm.
They don't seem to be doing anything. Just kind of looking over them, and they just kind of keep looking around. And eventually, you see another small figure come into the room. Atreya. Is it really you?
So I am like so I hear that because it's like
You hear it, yeah. Like
it is
it's
seeing
almost
me.
like a strong whisper, like trying to like reach out to you. You can tell that the family's paying him no mind.
Yeah.
But he definitely called out your name, and definitely Baltimore. You're in the wardrobe with her, and you definitely hear it as well.
Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna like try to slowly see who that is, or if it's someone I can trust, because it's like I don't know, it's all sketchy. So I'll like peek out maybe and be really quiet. Or try to open the doors
Make a stealth check.
quietly as possible.
DM, I know I wasn't here for the end of the session. I would like to make a request that when I do pass out, I would like to be thinking about that dream I had. I would like to be thinking about it, and I just want to be focusing on the last
Dream?
bit of it. The dream I had a while back, 2 sessions ago.
We each had a dream.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I want to be thinking about those colors and,
Okay.
and all that kind of
I
stuff.
would
wanna
also like
focus
the
on
same.
that, so.
Yes.
I got 20 for stealth, not natural.
That's fine. As you kind of creep, you peer into the door. You look further. You being an elf, you have dark vision. That sort of stuff.
Yes.
You ever see the halfling? You see his facial construction. It's just that of any other halfling you've seen. Very normal, no scars or anything, just kind of there. You can tell he's wearing a robe. He's wearing a robe, no armor or anything like that. He has a very small wand, but he seems to just be in the room along with the family. The family's still looking around, still calling out your name, but unbeknownst to him.
So
Or-
looking at him, does he? I mean, is he? Cause before when we were in that alley and those people like everyone got robbed and there was a halfling there. Is it the
It's not
same
the same
one?
one.
Not the same one. And I guess I can do like a perception check, I guess, but I want to kind of feel out like if I get any like weird vibes from him. So I'm gonna do
So insight check.
insight check, and I'm gonna do. I detect magic earlier. Did my sleep kind of? Because I used one spell earlier before I went.
Mhm.
I haven't slept at all.
Nope.
Okay, so I'm gonna do detect magic again. So
You see that your whole family lights up again,
yeah,
and the wand lights up as well.
the one like his wand.
His
lights
wand,
up.
yep.
Okay, and then so I'm doing an investigation on the guy to see.
Insight check.
Inside check, sorry. Yeah, I got on. 25.
25. You know for a fact that he's not saying your name in a trying to entice you out into the open. It's more of like, he looks to be somewhat of an ally, somewhat of somebody who's trying to say your name to really see if you're here, to almost like, to help you.
Okay, so with that, I'm gonna just say, yes, I'm here, I'm in the wardrobe.
So the halfling kind of looks over at the wardrobe.
As quietly as possible, obviously, with my stealth.
And yeah, I mean, he still can't see you. So he points the wand over to the wardrobe, and he says, "If you are indeed Atreya, come out of that wardrobe."
So I'll look at Baltimore and be like, you just stay in here just in case. And then I'm going to come out and close it behind to keep Baltimore concealed and try to quietly, I don't know, reveal myself, I guess.
Sure. So
to him. Not
you reveal yourself, and as the halfling kind of just peers you up and down, make sure that it's you. He's like, okay, good. And he like waves his wand as your whole family just disappears. And he's like, I was hired by your family. Yeah. Sorry, I had something in my mouth. My name is Trezar. Yeah, Trazar. Trezar.
Crazy.
Your family, I have a contract with your family. About 4 years ago, they came to me and paid me ahead of time to assist them if a time needed where your family needed to become hidden, so to speak. Now, I don't know where your allegiance lies, but I know that your family did tell me to let you know that they are going back where it started. Don't know what that means. So that's you. But I am here to make sure that the house stays in order and others believe that your family is here. Now, however, I haven't seen them in 4 years, so if you have any information on what their habits and like livelihood was, that might help.
So you're saying they haven't been here in 4 years, so whenever I came to the house...
No, I was hired. I just got activated a couple hours ago.
Okay. Do you know why they activated you? What the particular threat is?
I do not know. I haven't had anybody suspicious show up to the door rather than you and your allies, but I was doing something and your family was doing, and all of a sudden I heard your name start getting popped up by your family, and this medallion just sometimes has a mind of its own, so I just have to make sure that I came in. Once I saw that they were coming into the room, I needed to make sure it was you. But yeah, your family is not here, and I don't know when they'll be there.
Do you know if they mentioned that I could be stopping by and they left you something, like, to sort of narrow down what they mean by that?
That was
something
it.
that I would know specifically? Okay.
They said that you would know what that means.
Lillian was here earlier. Did she leave anything behind? Any items?
Not with me.
Not with you specifically? Okay. Okay. So how long are you hired for?
I was paid for 3 years.
Okay. Alright, well, thanks, Tazar.
You're very welcome.
I'm just going to, since I feel safe now, I'm just going to, I'm gonna look around the house and see if...
And he just kind of follows you. He puts his hands behind his back and, like, he puts his wand away and he just kind of puts his hand behind his back and he just follows you where you go. And
Okay, so and while I'm looking around, I'm just going to start talking to him about this is how Nathaniel is, this, you know.
As you do that, he actually starts pulling out like a note and he just starts like writing stuff down.
Okay, this is how Asher is, this is how my mother is, so on and so forth. Like, try to give them details about how they are. So I'm just basically looking around to see if there's anything that they left behind that might give me as clues as to going back to where they started. So I'm assuming they're going back to where my town.
Make an investigation check. Baltimore, you're still in the wardrobe. You see that they leave the room.
So I'm gonna, when they leave the room, I'm gonna climb out of the wardrobe. I would like to be stealthy about it, but I know that I won't.
Give it a shot, man.
Yep, definitely not stealthy with a 3.
So you fall right on out, like all your metal clinks together. As you guys are out of the room, and you hear what the sound is: a bunch of heavy metal just kind of all hit the floor and clink together. Tazar immediately pulls out his wand, and he's like, "Stay right here," as he goes running up the stairs once again.
Do I hear him running up the stairs?
No, like not at all.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna go back too because I'm gonna assume that was probably Baltimore, and I just wanna let him know that everything's okay.
Yeah. So the halfling kind of turns into the corner. He pulls out his wand, whips it out, and he's like, "You were with Atreya, right?"
Yeah.
Very well. And he kind of flicks his wand, and then he just puts it back in his robe. And then he gets back into a poised position. As you come running up the stairs, he goes, "That's your friend. Where were we?"
Baltimore, everything's okay. This man, Tazar, was hired by my family to guard the house. My family's left and gone into hiding. So you can go back to sleep, you can rest. I'm just gonna look around my house.
Okay. Look
I'm
around.
gonna sleep then.
Alright.
So you take off your armor and you go to sleep.
I leave my armor on. I don't know where the hell we are.
You leave your armor on.
Yeah, I sleep in my armor. I've done it before.
Okay. Make a Constitution check with disadvantage. He's gonna be uncomfortable. He can't sleep in.
Oh, I guess I'll leave the
I've done it for years. I mean, that's still not bad. Saving throw, you said?
No. Just a check.
So what's the difference between the check and the saving throw?
If you're proficient in the saving throw, you would get more, but the check is just adding the modifier.
Okay. So 17.
Yeah, that's fine. So you're able to sleep in your armor.
I want to look around because before I had asked my family for like information about the trade routes and any of the merchants that they deal with, their names, all that specific stuff. And I asked for that like days ago, so I'm.
Make an investigation check.
Alright. 11.
You come across your father's study or your stepfather's study.
Mm-hmm.
Because like he would be the one that kind of keeps track of that. He would you would keep paper documents. You notice that the majority of the documents are taken. You keep looking around, scrounging around, pulling out drawers. You do find one paper that talks about a trading post, like an outpost, by the name of what are you doing, Ron? Is that like a character sheet?
I'm working on my own things, my own stuff.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, for yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured since I'm passed out,
Yeah.
I'd try to
Okay.
do something. Some work done.
Lazik.
Zeke.
Lazik. Just, from what the paper says, it talks about just being a like almost like a checkpoint along the way over to Alex.
Okay.
And you notice that is it's 2 days east.
Okay.
Make a history check.
$18.
18. You remember from the dream that you once had that there was a city about to go under, or like a small city that was about to get attacked. That's also 2 days east.
Crap. Alright. Okay. Alright, so Tazar, I'm actually really exhausted, so I'm probably just gonna go ahead
Very
Get
well.
some sleep, get some rest.
Like I said, I'll just be managing the house, and he goes and he starts cleaning up some stuff, and
Okay, so I'm just gonna go to sleep.
all right.
Go back to the room I room that and go to sleep.
So sleep takes everyone. As you guys wake up to the sun coming in, creeping in through the window, as the light kind of hits your eyes, you guys start to finally become awake, aware of who is around you. You notice that the group is together. Cass wakes up, and she's like, "Hey, we haven't." She's just due to everything that's kind of been going on. I think I'm gonna go over to Gloria and the Finns and see if, I can find out information and maybe do some breakdown of the estate, the mansion, of what we can kind of put together. Is there anybody want me to make note on if anybody wants anything specific?
Yes,
I still passed out.
Everybody wakes up.
for the state.
For the estate, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I already told her. The one thing I suggested was, I think that we should have some escape routes and hidden areas inside the house just in case, and establish some sort of spells so that we can keep the house protected and warded.
So escape rooms and wards?
And a garden.
In a garden, yeah, of course.
That's all I want.
Anybody else?
A forge, fully stocked.
Or what is fully stocked?
Out of game, I'm going to just go ahead and write up a little list of everything that would be in a common forge and everything like that.
Sure. You can run that. You can run that list by me.
Okay. I was thinking more he would just go off the prior knowledge of what he had in his old forge and stuff like that. So, but I'm not gonna waste airtime trying to do that now. We'll go.
Okay.
But,
by the time she breaks ground, if I do not have that list, it's on you.
okay.
All right. Anybody else?
Oh, an area for for practice, if
Like a training yard?
training yard.
What do we have currently? So we just have the basic stuff of the mansion, right? How many levels are we doing?
We don't know.
All right, we're gonna have 2 levels. We're gonna have the bottom level gonna be
Why
where
just 2?
We don't want it to be too obvious. We don't want it to be too big.
I agree with that.
And then
I would like one
we can
tower.
expand later.
One tower.
We need to save some money for if damages come later in the future. Yeah, we should definitely have a watchtower.
That's a good idea.
We should have bodyguards. We should have people manning the manor at all times. We need a full kitchen staff and a full
One smoke room to smoke meats. One smoke shop.
Oh, you want okay.
A smokehouse.
But we definitely need a smoke room for sure.
Yes.
For other smoking things and purposes.
Yes. That's all I request. That's it.
We need full kitchen staff. We need full maid and butler staff.
A well, our own personal well.
Good thinking.
And a pump. Do they have those yet?
We can get one of those wheels. The wheels thing. We need a vault. We need
Ooh, that's a good one.
we need a place to store all of our valuables. That only Atreya knows that only Cass knows the combination to.
That's good.
We should capture a dragon so that we can have it guard the vault.
There you go.
Oh, we also still need to capture a dragon in general because we have to give that back. We owe somebody.
We ever fucking see that
It can fly around the tower
Wait,
for
Proctor,
extra.
a dragon? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?
again. No, not you. Will capture the dragon.
Baltimore. I was thinking about maybe doing a like a temple room for you. What do you think?
Yeah, that's maybe also a stable for horses and stuff like that we might happen to procure. over time.
Okay.
A warehouse to like store like food, during the winter. Because we'll grow our own garden and store as much as we can.
How many rooms should we do?
Maybe 8.
Yeah, I think eight would be enough. And then of course a full kitchen, a dining area, a meeting room. We definitely need a meeting room. Somewhere
We need a
where can
cellar
talk with-
for the wine and the beer.
Agreed. I like your
I think Trey already said a warehouse.
A what?
So I can put that. The cellar.
Still has to be in the house. Access to it. Maybe like in the cellar we have an escape tunnel that we can channel out, like maybe outside the city. So we have to escape.
It wouldn't be a cellar without an escape route.
Okay. Well, we are outside of the city. Like when we saw it, it was like a half a day out of the actual city.
Oh.
Well, maybe an escape route into the city.
So then from the city we can go to the house. Okay.
Yes, that.
Okay.
Maybe we can talk to Gloria and Finn about it. Some sort of connection to their place because they're trusted allies.
Anything else?
Do we want any goats? I mean, we have the stable for the horses, but
We'll have
a
the whole
milking cow,
garden.
some goats,
Might as
chickens.
well make it a whole fucking farm in the back.
Well, at least a few goats,
I think
chickens, fresh
I
eggs.
think we can get that all from the city.
Yeah, because then we'd have to have people take care of it when we're not there.
That's more expenses. Just keep it small.
A stable boy.
A stable boy.
But then that would only be needed when we return with horses. So yeah, okay.
Did I say stable earlier?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was wondering if.
Should we build like an outer wall? Like a ground?
Like
Why don't we have a moat?
Moat and a
Yeah,
drum.
a wall with a gate entry of some sort.
And a moat?
Maybe a moat.
We do not have enough gold for this. I'm just saying. Like,
I will dig the moat myself.
I don't know, 700,000 gold pieces, or is it something like that, right?
She says she has 738,000 that can be used for estate purposes.
So we'll see. So eventually we'll figure out what we can and can't do, and then we'll prioritize. Right now, let's just brainstorm, I guess.
I mean, well, this sounds like a good list so far. I think I'm gonna go take it to Gloriam and Finn's and work on it there.
And since you're gonna be over there, Cass, can you tell them I'll be stopping by later because I need to try and get some new armor.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you guys. I'll be back. And she
All right. See you later, Cass.
she kind of heads out to go to Gloriam and Finn's. So it leaves you guys there in the room. After some time, you guys get the smell of eggs, bacon, just being filled throughout the room.
I go eat.
Yeah. I'm going downstairs to
You
eat.
guys go downstairs. For those that go downstairs, you notice that the kitchen is prepped. You see that there's plates full of food in with all of you guys there on the dining table. Weirdly though, it's like your family is like moving about, all cooking and doing stuff. But they're not really touching anything. They're just kind of like looking like they're doing dishes or looking like they're doing stuff. And Tazar comes in and he's like, breakfast is served, everyone. Everybody, just enjoy.
Alright, thank you, Tazar.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys are able to talk amongst yourselves if you wish.
How did we get here again?
We walked.
Well, I pretty much hear you.
What's that?
Mind you also, this entire morning, like since we woke up, Baltimore has not once made eye contact with Atreya.
I knew it was a boy.
Or like looked in her direction or anything.
Bad night.
What's up to you guys? Why the tension?
Huh?
Why the tension here?
Well, due to all the events that we experienced yesterday, there's just some new information that came to light.
Yeah, you know,
we haven't really
honestly,
talked about it
I'm
yet.
bored of that already.
Emerald,
We haven't really talked about it. So.
you also hearing about like these new information that came up, but as far as you know, you've been with the group the whole time.
And just as a quick, for my old brain, what was the new information?
The new information is that Rahun is betrothed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he has a fiance.
Whoa!
Whoa! Let's not turn this all on me, okay? I don't know
Wait,
that
wait.
bitch. I don't know
Wait.
who she was. She says she's my betrothed. She might be right about that, but I have no recollection of her.
To whom?
To me.
They were making out pretty hardcore last time we saw them together.
Who?
Keep
Rahun and
that
who?
to yourself. What
They were
happens
like all
in the limbo
over each other.
plane
It
stays
was
in the
so
limbo.
disgusting.
Who?
What was her name? Did I write her name down?
Who are you talking about?
Some
Mirdana
childhood
was
friend
her
of
name.
mine. I don't know. I have no idea.
What was her name again?
No, sorry, all this stuff. No, oh, no, I was just gonna say it.
I don't know.
Baltimore, do you remember her name?
Mirdana.
What?
Tell me about it.
Mirdana.
Iridana? Coo.
Myrdona.
Who is this woman?
She's my fiance, I guess. She's.
I obviously, you just said you're betrothed. How do you know her?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know.
You're getting
When they were
married to someone you have no idea who is?
Yeah, this is some real hangover type shit.
Do we have the
Wait
time
a
stone
minute.
still?
What is happening?
Everybody checks their
Everyone
pockets.
check, see if you have the time stone.
Nobody has a time stone.
What is a time stone?
Rahul, you do find a small ring in your pocket.
Okay, I pull out the ring. I inspect it. Investigation.
I'm assuming this is your wedding ring.
Maybe.
To a woman you don't even know.
14. As you're looking across the actual stonework of it, you're like, huh. Yeah, like you're like looking at it, you're like, it's nice stone. And then as you're looking at it, you're like, wait a minute, I know this stone. This is a stone that they use to get married with.
So I know how much it's worth.
I mean, for like a basic one, like
I
for
put
the
it-
one
I
that you
put- I
have,
start to
it's probably
slide
not even. It's not even worth like $50.
I start to slowly slide it into where I know the marriage ring would be.
and it's damn near perfect.
I slide it off real quick because it scares me to even think about that type of commitment, and I put it back into my pocket. We're not dealing with that right now.
Okay.
So again, tell me about this girl, this person you're supposed to
I pulled it back out
marry.
and I just inspected, and I'm like, this is freaking me out a little bit. Rahun's heart is just kind of like racing.
She is stronger than Rahun.
Well, that's no surprise, but keep going.
No, like drastically stronger than Rahun.
I always
They
had a thought that whoever he got married to would absolutely be stronger than him. There's no way that relationship would ever work if that wasn't the case. Now keep going.
And she is like way out of his league.
Also the case. Keep going.
She's very kind and she knows knows how to kick some butt.
She's
Wait a
hot.
minute. Last I checked, Rahun had a demon, and now he's about to get married?
Bro, I'm just living the life. What can I say? As I lean back in my chair and I just. I don't know what to tell
Okay,
you.
so Cass is going to build a mansion. You're getting married. Baltimore is Beelzebub. Atreya, what are you? What's
She's
going
a
on in
fairy.
your life that I need to know about? Because
She's a
last I
fairy.
checked, I died 2 times.
Well, I discovered that I may have a brother. Well, I have a brother.
Hey, me too. Big surprise on that one. Oh boy.
And I look exactly at Baltimore and I say, and I think it might be you.
What?
And as soon as she looks at me, I like knock over my glass and I just like, oh shit, and I just like start trying to clean it up.
Wait a minute, Baltimore, did you know this? You hesitated. You did know this. What about this did you not tell us, and why?
We go get a drink.
Grab me
You-
one.
Did you suspect this, Baltimore? That we might be related?
I put the ring on.
Look, dude,
Put it fully on for 1 second. And I take it back off again.
My ears
This
are
is
starting
not-
to hurt. That hurts. My ears red.
Yes.
Dude, I totally want to wear these. Like,
No.
I called him in.
Like, you don't feel them for a while, and then your ears start to throb and have their own pulse.
Oh, because it squeezes.
They're hard to put on. Oh,
Boom.
whatever.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Is that what you said? This one's hard.
You gotta open it up a little bit. Okay, so, sorry, Baltimore, what were you saying?
It's Medora, not Medora, whatever. Instead of an N, it's an R. Sorry, I was corrected.
Nice.
What's that name?
Nice.
Is that your last name?
No, Medora is his fiance's name.
Oh, Medora. Oh, very good.
Yeah,
I still
not
don't
bad.
know. Where is she? Why haven't we met her?
I don't know. She like phased in and then was with us and then phased out at the end.
What?
Right?
So
Super. How do I know that?
So you two are.
Because your mother
Brother
was
and
with your
sister?
stepfather at that time. So if you trace the timeline,
Yeah.
his last name would have to be.
Okay. And how do I know that that's that now?
You do. Like your character in game would know based on the timeline.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. And so I know his last name, so I'm just like, okay. And I didn't suspect it before. I guess.
You didn't know till like yesterday.
Okay. So, all right.
Sorry, back to your question about Baltimore. Sorry.
Yeah, I asked Baltimore. I'll ask you again. And I understand, like, you don't want to explain all of your life and all of your history. Like, from what we saw in your experience, like, I understand that. All I'm saying is, like, you can trust me, and as much as you want to say, you can say, but did you have an idea that you might have a sister, that you might have me as a sister?
Well,
Give him time to process.
See, at this point, like the family is like starting to get like almost slow and just quiet as like some
Wait, there's
start
other
to like
people.
drift
Who-
out of the room as like you know.
I
These kids are like-
take the hint with them and I kind of get up and I start to kind of like drift out of the room too.
Wait, who's the other family in the room? Just for...
Atreus family.
It's my family. We're at my family's house, but they're not real.
Yeah.
Wait.
Now that it's pointed,
An imaginary family?
now that
What's
it's pointed
going
out,
on?
you guys, or at least Atreya and Baltimore know that it's essentially he's casting a major image of your family. Like he's like just so if somebody were to look in, they see like your family just moving about.
Yeah.
Who's casting this?
The only other dude.
Emerald.
Yes.
So, Tazar is a halfling that was here earlier serving his breakfast. He was hired by my family to work for up to 3 years. So my family has left. They're in hiding. And
Okay.
so these are just projected images of my family being here for their safety. So whoever's after them, which I don't even know who,
Where are they?
I don't know. They said that they're going back to where they started, which I'm supposed to know what that means, and I can
Is
guess.
this food real?
Excuse me, the food's real. Yeah.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. Okay.
Gosh, you guys are so-
Whew. All right. Well, now that I've been caught up, and all the facts are on the table.
So I stand up from where I'm sitting, and I still not looking at anybody. I just say, back where they started is probably where your mother was taken from the house that we saw. And I leave the room.
What the heck does that mean?
So, anybody else see those things pulling what I could only assume was our memories from our sleep?
Oh yeah.
What were those things?
I'd never seen that before in my life.
Can I make a history check to see if for some reason I know something about this? Nah.
Nah. You're like, eh.
Nah. I don't try too hard.
No.
Because they were really powerful. Like they nearly killed you, Rahim.
What? We fought these things?
Well,
Is this why I passed out?
yeah, you like right when he went, one of them came close to Cass. You just went crazy and you attacked him and you
That's what I would do.
almost died. And I went to go save you, and then I got hit too.
So
and
who
then
actually saved me?
What happened is
What had happened was.
the one that was closest to Cass that seemed to have stroked her cheek. He casted this huge blue spear around all of us, and like time seemed to stop. We couldn't move. We were frozen. They moved around, and then when they left, we ended up back in the limbo cabin, and we were all okay.
Yeah, that was.
What was I doing in this dream? Because I don't remember.
This wasn't
Annie.
a dream. This was real life.
You weren't there.
Oh, what?
Oh, by the way, Emerald,
This actually happened in real
we
life.
traveled in time.
Oh, good. So now I've seen the other side, and time.
No, actually,
just-
you weren't there.
Oh, I wasn't there. I was just sleeping.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Not
we
to
were,
worry.
we were somewhere here in the real world.
Yes.
It was just me, Rahun, and Baltimore.
Very good.
And I.
Yeah. Great.
Well,
Whatever.
now that Baltimore's left the room, what to do?
Well, we can either go check up on the estate and make sure things are getting set up, or we could possibly go try and find Cass, because she's not here, right? She's not anywhere in the room, right?
She went to where is?
You guys begin to hear a knock at the door.
I opened the door.
Okay, you get out.
we're in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Shh, why are you gonna go answer the door? I'll answer the door to my own house.
Because I don't know who's real and who's not at this point.
I know. I'm just worried that whoever was trying to find my family is here now, so I don't want them to know that you're here.
Well, go. Go talk to her. Go.
So stay hidden. And so I go.
I don't stay hidden. I just continue eating.
Okay.
So I go, and is there like a way that I can like look, you know, like a little peephole? Do we have any of those?
You can look out the window. Like try and just.
Okay, so I look out the window.
You see a half elf with a long satchel and a hat on. And you can tell like he has a bunch of little scrolls like in his pack, and he's just sitting there real like straight up, just at the door.
I'm looking to see if he has like that symbol of the Black Lotus.
No, but you do see that he has another symbol on. It has like a big C with like an arrow that goes down the middle of it.
It's like a carrier, a mail carrier.
I just open the door.
Scroll carrier.
You're not there. You're in the kitchen. You said you're gonna eat. You have no idea how to get to the door.
So I slowly.
I'm gonna
Open
just
the
take
door.
all the turkey legs or whatever sausage or whatever breakfast meat's there and just throw it all in my bag.
Sure. So you go over to the meat. You just see like probably about 3 days worth of dried meat. Sure. So you open the door.
Okay.
3 days.
You see that? He goes, "Oh, hello. May I ask what the name of who am I speaking with?"
This is a Trey Glassmere. And who
Ah,
are you?
Glassmere, yes. He like pulls out. I have mail for you.
Thank you.
Very well. Also, I'm looking for another individual. He said that's been seen with the Glassmere family.
May I ask who?
Sorry, I forgot his name. Baltimore.
He's not here at the moment, but I can deliver a message.
I need to give this directly to him. I do not give it to anybody else.
Okay, well,
I'll go get him.
Also, you notice that yours is just regularly sealed. His actually has like some ribbon around it. It is sealed 3 times across the. It looks to be a lot fancier than yours.
I'm going to get Baltimore right now. And I get up and I go to where he was.
Okay.
can we trust him?
I walked out of the room, and I only know where one place is, which is the main foyer where the fireplace was.
Yep.
And that's like
Well,
right by
that's
the
where I
door.
go.
Yep.
As far as I know, I'm like right there.
Yeah, you are.
I put the ring on.
So I said that you weren't here, Baltimore, so if you want to choose...
Okay. Take some time.
Baltimore, you've got mail.
So yeah, as soon as he says Baltimore, I just stand up and start walking towards him.
Okay. So he says, "Are you Baltimore?"
Yes.
She said that there was nobody here at that name.
Yeah, because I don't know who you are, and I am skeptical of strangers.
Well, my apologies. I am a professional mail carrier for the city of Atlas, the Citadel. The city.
The city of the cities of the.
Who is this from? This package from?
This is a special delivery. Ah! Oh my God.
Words.
Yeah, words. A special delivery. Oh, jeez.
Special delivery.
Delivery
Special delivery.
from the Citadel Council.
Citadel of the city.
And he says, if you can answer me this question, because I can't be sure to make sure that it's you, there's no form of identification here. What is the city, or what is the ship that you came on? What is the name of the ship?
Sky Haven?
Very well. As he hands over the scroll to you.
I was going to wonder if you were going to remember that or not, Baltimore.
If he asked Rahoon would be like, I don't fucking know.
Look,
You're
Walt
asking me this dumb shit.
is not an intelligent person, but he likes to take a lot of notes, alright? Let's just go with that.
No, I for sure do.
So, he hands it. He goes, "Good day to you all, and you guys have a very good morrow." And
Hold on, and I'm sorry, where was my letter from?
your letter
Scroll, you don't know.
does not specify.
Okay, alright, cool. Thank you.
Can I follow the voices to eventually figure out where the front door is?
Yeah, sure. You find the front door. As you get to the front
As she
door, you
asks
notice
that question, I say, hey, maybe look at the seal.
Okay, so I want to look at my seal.
You look at the seal and you notice that there's just an eye.
Can I do a history check? See if it's something I know and live
Sure.
recognize?
I mean, you lived in here prior, so.
Yeah.
Is that,
The mail
is that
carrier
halfway?
just decides, he's like, You guys have a good day. And he
You too.
walks away.
Good day.
I'm proficient in history.
Is that halfling around anywhere?
Not that you see. His job is to stay.
12.
Stay hidden.
Yeah. 12.
12.
You have heard of this insignia. You know that your family has done business with this individual. You know that it's not necessarily a business rather than a person. And your family's always referred to her as
Are you having a stroke?
no, for real. Seeing Sally.
Do you have a shooting pain up your left?
No, no.
Do you smell burnt
Seeing
toast?
Sally.
Yeah.
Okay, so she
You feel
is
dizzy or
someone that my family does business with,
Has done business.
has done business with, and they speak highly of her, you said?
Is one
I
of
didn't
the
say that.
imaginary family
You just know
members
that
around?
they spot they speak what?
Is one of the imaginary family members around?
No.
No. I look into one of the rooms. Do I see one?
Yeah.
I, and I get their attention. Come here.
They don't seem to like notice you. They just seem to be doing like a loop.
They're just doing
Oh,
whatever.
okay. So they're not actually like
T's
conscious. They're just.
They're just
Projection
the
in
projections,
the
bro.
He doesn't know, yeah.
Well, I don't know this. I'm just like. I wave my hand in front of its face.
Yeah.
Hello.
Nothing.
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 I smack it a few times.
You just go right through it.
Rude. When I see that, I say rude.
Yeah, well, when somebody's talking to you, it's rude to
It's
not.
It's not
respond.
anything.
Then
The
you
door's
should have
closed.
responded.
Door's closed.
Door's closed.
I investigate the house for any signs of Cass.
Sure.
I'll even like be like, Cass,
Sure.
Corbus.
Sure. Anybody else doing anything?
Oh, I'm gonna
14.
No
I'm
check.
gonna walk into my stepfather's study and I'm gonna open up my, because I'm private right now.
Okay. So you open up the scroll and it just says Atreya. Please bring you and your heroes to me at once. SS.
SS. And I'm supposed to know who that is.
You would assume it's Seeing Sally.
Seeing Sally. Seeing or seeing?
Like seeing
Seeing Sally.
Okay.
SEEING.
Alright, so honestly, when I heard you say that earlier, I thought you were just like saying words because you've been stumbling over.
The Seeing Sally Sally.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were doing.
She sells seashells.
Piper picked the
I didn't
Piper.
realize that was. Okay.
So Roham knows that Cass isn't actually here and stuff like that, but he's just trying not to be too obvious about snooping around her house. So that investigation was really more to snoop around her house and see if there's anything I could find that seems odd. I got money now.
You said a 14,
Oh, that's true.
right?
That's right.
Yeah, 14. I mean, I'll go into rooms and you make more investigation checks if I have to.
You do not find them. Okay. So that's what you see, Bolt. Go ahead.
When I get the package, I want to go over to back to where I was sitting, and then I'm going to open it.
As you break the seals, you break the first seal, nothing happens. The second seal, you feel like a very small shock kind of go through your system. That doesn't do any damage or anything, but you can tell like that seal was magically there, and it was specifically for you. That's what you kind of get. The third seal breaks and nothing happens. As you scroll open, you can tell like it's very detailed. The ink almost has like a gold sparkle to it as it's like being written. But it says Baltimore. We are aware of where you are and what you are bringing with you. Due to Skyhaven's recent events, we wish that you would seek an audience with us and we may talk to you privately. Again, we will be watching you. However, we believe that you could... Sorry, I want to make sure I get this. We believe that you could be a great asset or a very... Oh wow, I did that wrong. Or a very... I put bad enemy. Or you could be an enemy. one of which we would like to discuss and find which one you are. Sincerely, the CC.
Real.
The CC.
So I walked out of the study,
General Counsel.
and I'm just.
Square.
I wanna like look in the rooms, and I wanna see if there's anything I could use for like for a journey. If there's like any armor that my sisters had and that they left around, or anything like that. Cause I'm trying to get rid of this ring mail that I have.
You look around, it seems like everything everything was taken with them.
Okay.
Do I see? Okay. Hey, so I put the ring on and I started tuning to it. Does anything happen after a while? I'll keep it up. I'm gonna start heading out of the house.
Okay, so you just walk out, don't even tell anybody anything?
No, I'll be like, hey, I'm gonna go grab some things from the city. You guys need anything?
No, I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
You don't need to be anywhere, right?
I need something.
What do you need, bud?
Need 1,000 gold.
Okay, I can do that for you.
For what?
You seriously need that 1,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, seriously, I got you. As I pull out a sack and I reach in and I start counting. Here you go.
Thank you.
Where are you going, Ryan?
I don't know. I might go to the forge, start picking up supplies. Maybe start get some other stuff. Do you need anything?
Yeah, I want to go to Gloria's because I think that she could probably give me a good discount, but I have like 150 gold, and I'm just trying to get some better armor, so I don't make a bunch of noise when I freaking move.
Okay. That works for me. I could definitely, but I don't think they're really armored. You probably want to go to the blacksmith for that.
I thought they had like everything. I thought they had a lot of stuff.
We can always try.
I just feel like they can give me a decent, discount or.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna head out to Ben and Gloria and Ben's.
Yeah, I'm gonna head with her. Emerald, you wanna come or what's up?
I think I'm going to explore my surroundings a bit.
I suggest get a high view.
Now you
Still
know,
exhausted?
you know that yours.
I mean, didn't we just sleep for like
everyone there.
forever?
Didn't you have like
See,
5
so I'm not
exhaustion
trying to
points
see
for
her.
like
I had
every-
3. Thank you very much. 3.
What she has.
Yeah.
How many
Hold
left?
on, am I still exhausted or no?
When you're summoned for something.
You still have 1 point of exhaustion, I think.
Tonight.
Oh, dear
Because you had
God.
4,
Okay.
you
I'm
slept.
not gonna go. I just was gonna.
I think you have 1 more point of exhaustion left.
So what does that mean? What do I have to do with
Okay.
that?
All right.
I think you just have disadvantage on
Ability check.
ability checks. Yeah.
So I can't go fly around the city.
That's a letter. I'll go somewhere.
I mean, you could go around the city. You just, I wouldn't try and like
Okay.
persuade.
I
I
see
wouldn't
what
go around and like.
Thank
I
you.
wouldn't count yourself in on like a whole bunch of stuff to do. I mean, put it that way.
No, I was just gonna go like literally do some reconnaissance and just look at the entire city as a raven, and then come back.
Okay. Very well.
Yeah.
That's up to you.
That's the druid way.
Oh, also before we all leave, I like pull out this letter, and I have been summoned or requested by Seeing Sally, who
Who the hell is Seeing Sally? Does she sell seashells by the seashore?
Actually,
she is-
Had to, didn't
I'm
you?
going to wait.
she's
At least
a
I can speak to her.
she's a merchant that my family has done business with, and she's requested that myself and all of us, the entire party, go and meet with her. I was younger when they did business with her, so I don't know what kind of person she is. I don't know if she's affiliated with the Black Lotus or anything like that.
Alright, well.
Well, I guess I'll go with you guys. I'll hold off
I can
because I'm
postpone
kind of
my
tired. So
shopping.
Baltimore, is that okay? Willing to come?
Yeah.
We'll have to go and stop by and grab Cass as well. Alright, so I guess let's go. So where's Seeing Sally's at? Did she leave a location in the letter? So I have no idea where she's at.
I just start shouting, Halfling! Halfling!
Oh, that's a really good idea. Tazar.
Bizarre.
Yeah. And he just kind of pops up.
Do you happen to know where Seeing Sally resides?
Yep. Yeah, she's about 12, 13 blocks. If you come out, turn right, go all the way down. He gives you directions. You can tell that it's on the outer side. It's more of slum area. But he's like, yeah. Be careful though. She's off a rocker.
Okay, thanks, Tazar.
Yeah, no problem.
Is that in the opposite direction or on the same route as picking up Cass?
Opposite.
Opposite.
And where's the city council?
The city council is going to be in the massive tower in the middle of town.
Makes sense, makes sense. Tazar,
They're fuzzy on the inside, so I'm so...
Tazar.
This is the less sluttiest one. And she's like, I can't deal with these ears. These boots have got to go.
Take it close.
Now I'm comfortable.
Yeah, yeah, now I can serve as well.
Tazar, as I shift closer to him and I try to give him one of those around the arm to get close to where
Sure.
we're speaking. Are there any underground fighting tournaments or anything?
Not that I'm aware of. You are good to test your skills at the Coliseum now. It's a buy-in, but hey, if you
How much
win,
is the buy-in, by the way?
it depends on what it is. For you, what do you muscle?
Yeah, I'm a fighter.
So they'd have weightlifting and stuff.
Oh, well, what about sparring?
That's reserved for gladiators and slaves. They don't.
Interesting. Thanks.
Got a bum. If you want to go and do something like that, I would suggest maybe a less primitive city.
Yeah, I figured as much. But hey, big city.
You got it.
Rahun, they went straight
Yeah,
over
he's
his head.
testing your intelligence. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Rahun's tight intelligence.
As a tray in the background just busts out.
What's so funny? I don't get it. I just go, alright, cool. Well, appreciate it.
Get.
Another question for you, real quick.
Yes.
Where's the best place to get the ladies?
The ladies?
Yes.
That's not expensive, because remember.
I think the place that you're looking for, you're talking about, lady favors, right?
Yes, of course.
Well, there's a building right next to the Soaring Griffin.
Yeah, I already know about that place, yeah.
Okay. That's
But would you say that's the, most luxurious of the...
most luxurious? Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, cool. Thank you.
That's right,
Appreciate
you have all that money now.
Mm-hmm. I'm fucking rich right now. He knows it.
Why are you looking at me? Go ahead.
I check my stuff real quick.
Yeah, everything's there, dude. You're good.
Okay, so let's go and grab Cass.
That was out of game when I was saying inspiration and stuff.
Alright.
So I just start walking out because I'm gonna head
Okay.
in to go grab Cass, basically.
So you guys get there. And you see the halfling kind of doing his business. Just all kind of running around. He goes, yeah, what can I get for you guys? He's like, 1 minute. What can I get for you guys?
Could you summon Cass for us, please? Let her know that Atreya's here.
Gloria, Finn, and Cass, they went out to the estate to go kind of check out the area and whatnot. So they're doing that.
Oh, perfect. Can you send her a message or get word to her that you need her to meet with us as soon as possible?
Tell her when she gets back.
I flipped my gold coin.
Thanks.
You're welcome. You're doing a great job, by the way.
try.
Is Corvus in here? I'm gonna call out for Corvus.
Corvus is not there.
Corvus. No. Okay.
All right, looks like it's just us.
Okay. All right. Also, let her know that we went to go see Seeing Sally.
Seeing Sally. You're gonna go see Sally?
Yeah.
We're gonna go see Sally. Is
Like
she
seeing
buying
Sally or like Sally?
We're going to go visit with Seeing Sally.
The crazy one?
Yeah, is she by the seashore?
She might as well be.
Does Seeing Sally seashells at the seashore?
She might as well be. That's what you
Where else
want.
is she gonna see seashells?
Hey, I don't know.
Anyway,
All right.
The docks?
he goes back to just helping other people.
Okay. So we're just
Are you guys following, or are you guys? What are you doing?
I'm following, and as I'm following, I'm constantly looking around to see if I see anybody who is specifically like watching me or watching us, whichever.
Roll,
What?
roll a perception check. Go ahead.
I'm just hobbling along.
I asked him the price for 8 regular health potions.
Wait, where are we at again?
Oh
Ben
yeah.
and Gloria's Emporium.
Roll potions. You're probably looking
yes,
at
yeah.
125 each.
For each?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll take 8 of those.
Sure. Regular, right?
Regular health potions.
So he kind of goes there, and he there's like a big cabinet underneath, and he just starts pulling out red potions. He's like, all right, here you go.
Alright, everybody take 2.
So go ahead and do the math on that, and
You said 120 each?
125.
125?
Yep.
It's about 1,000 gold, so I'm pretty much at 8,000.
Okay.
Thank you, Rahim.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes, thank you. That is literally one of the only items I have.
I rolled a 15 for the perception.
15. You do not notice anybody watching you, or
Do I happen to notice as we're walking any form of a stable of some sort, or some place to house or horse?
not where you're currently at. You would probably assume that you might find that more toward the outer ring of the actual city, where like people would be coming and going, not necessarily in the middle of the city.
Do I see the Citadel Tower thing?
Oh yeah, it's huge. It's massive. It's bigger than any other building there.
So I just say I'm sorry, everybody. I have some business I need to attend to briefly. I'll come back to Atreus' house later.
I go, okay, yeah, no problem. But before you go, I look over to the halfling. Do you have any way to communicate between people from long distances?
I don't. I just I have a sending stone. That's pretty much it. But it's only like a one-way. It's like only 2 people can talk.
That's fine. Do you have at least 1 pair or 2 maybe?
Let me check the inventory as he like pulls out like a massive book. He's just, yeah, I got one right here.
Just one though. Just one set.
Just one set. Yeah.
All right. How much is that gonna run?
2,300.
2,300. All right, I'll get it.
Sure.
Here, take one of these. Hold
Marks
on
it
to
out.
it, just in case things happen or come up, or if you need us to get out of the city because of any reasons. Just let us know.
Okay.
So I give him one end of the sending stone. I give you the other end.
Okay.
So, and the way sending stone works is you guys can communicate via the sending stone.
It's almost like a
Walkie-talkie.
telegram. Yeah, it's almost like a walkie-talkie, but it's a
very short.
telegram. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't say a lot. It's very just quick.
Okay.
Think Halloween Town, talking skulls. You know what I mean? How they have
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, but it wasn't.
Hmm,
And you
like
said
that.
23.
2,300.
Okay, and so before Baltimore, like, I'm probably like sitting kind of somewhat near him or whatever. I just like touch him on the shoulder and like say, well, like, we'll see you soon. Cause I'm just trying to like get him used to me being next to him.
Sure. Okay.
I'm your sister, so.
I do not acknowledge the touch at all.
It's a very casual one. It's not like I'm not digging in. It's just small little touch.
Do you have any bracers of strength of any sort? Something that can make me stronger? Maybe pack more of a punch?
Stronger.
Stronger, maybe pack more of a punch.
I do believe I do. However, it's not inexpensive. So you know.
Okay, how much would we be talking?
Look here real quick. Oh, that's what I was.
That would be pretty funny though, right? It was 10,000 exactly, and that's what I was meant to get, and just like, what?
Yeah.
Me being all helpful and shit.
I know. You're just like, here.
Yeah, I'm happy. I got ale. I have a girl who wants to marry me. And
That's pretty sweet.
I have money.
She's like, that's it.
That's pretty cool.
You wouldn't happen to have a hat, would you?
I do not. I do. It would essentially give you a +5 to your strength. However, we're probably looking at about 42,000.
I had a feeling. No problem. You were right. That is definitely very expensive.
We do have a payment plan.
I was going to see if you had any kind of way to pay that off, or maybe an IOU, or what? How could we set this up?
What you can do is you could pay 10% of it as a down payment, and then
I think I have 10% of
I'm sorry, I can't do business.
it. I understand. It's no problem.
Very well. But if you do, and you do get the 10%, let me know. I can definitely set that puppy up.
Yes, and who is your current weapons and armors dealer that you?
No idea. That would be a Gloria and Feminine question.
Well, soon enough they might have a different supplier. As I stand there confidently.
Are you challenging my job? Am I gonna lose a job? Is that what
No,
you're trying to say?
I'm saying I might be able to start supplying you guys with crafted dwarven weapons and armor by my own hands.
Okay. Gloria and Feminine, who you want to talk to?
Yeah, I
about
understand, but you'll see them first, so let them.
that? Sure, no problem. Other than that, anything else?
I'm just looking around. Do they sell any type of like armor or anything like?
You take a look up, and you notice that there's like multiple levels to this place. You can assume that there's probably armor there. However, it's more of like a magical establishment, not necessarily like an armory. Yeah.
I gotta say, you probably want to do it.
I don't want like full armor. I just like.
Hey, once we have our estate and I have a forge, I can make armor for all of us.
Time and money, bro.
Yeah, I know.
So anyway, so he goes back to doing his own thing. You guys are free to do what you wish. Baltimore, did you leave? Did you go to the Citadel? Or did you go to?
Yeah, I'm there.
What was that?
Yeah, I'm heading there.
All right. What are you guys doing?
I want to go and see what Seeing Sally needs, even though it's not the whole party, but it's as good as she's gonna get. I don't know who she is, so.
All right. So you guys go. We'll start with Baltimore. Baltimore, you get to this inner area where the whole building itself is decorated in a whole bunch of like shades of golds and dark blues. And you see like the drapes of the actual Citadel emblem, where it's a massive big cursive C with just an arrow right down the middle of it, and multiple guards stationed throughout the whole thing. And as you're walking up, you see two massive guards, full plated, a huge shield. The shield literally takes up. It's considered to be a tower shield that literally takes up their whole body. And they both look at you and they say, "All right, what is your purpose here?"
Well, right now my purpose is, and I point to the tower shield. How do I get one of those?
These are given only to the Citadel guards, the private guard, that is. If you wanted to do that, you'd have to go through the guard, become a city guard, reach up the higher echelons, and then be promoted to the Royal Guard.
Well, that's way too much work. I'll just buy one later.
Good luck.
And
They're
I
sold here in the city.
show the note, and I'm just like, or I just hold them. I don't show them like to allow them to read it. I just hold the emblems or whatever, the seals, and I'm just like, I've been summoned here.
Good. Let me see it, please.
So I hand it to them.
As they close it back. As you notice that all the seals reseal themselves together, and then they break the first two, and then the third one breaks, and the door automatically opens up.
So before they can read it, I just immediately snatch it from them.
Oh well, they don't read
Like-
it. You can tell all they do is just open the seals. They don't try to unscroll it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they just did it just to see if that third emblem would actually open. So it goes, and when the door opens up, they look back. Hey guys, they look back and they say, "All right, no problem," and they hand back the scroll to you, and they say, "They'll be waiting inside."
So I walk in.
So you go to walk in, and it's a semi just kind of black room, not necessarily and it's a black room with a blue door at the end. Literally the walls are painted black. As the door is shut behind you, all there is just the blue door in front of you. And the if you're looking at if you're sitting in a dark room and then you look at a door that has a light on the other side, you know how you can see the outline of it?
Yeah.
You literally just see that.
So I open the door.
So you go over to the door, you open the door. You notice that it comes into a massive hallway, or not massive hallway, a massive room where there's marble on the floor. It's almost like you're in a pit, almost not like a pit, but a lower level, if you will. And then as you come up, there's a wall, and then above the wall, you see seats. You see, hold on, let me see here. Wrong page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seats. So you see one in the middle, 2 on either side, and then 2 on the other side, on each side as well. Each one has their own crest. The one in the middle has the Citadel crest. I'll give you a minute because I know you're writing.
Yeah. You're good.
The one to the left, the crest is of a massive M that goes into an A. So it's an overlapping A and M. Let's see if I can try and help you out here.
Okay.
Okay, and
Got
then the third one is a one of a hammer, an axe, a sword. The hammer is going diagonal from left to right. The sword is diagonal from right to left, and the axe is down the middle.
Yep.
The next one is it has a heart. It has a huge heart, and then in the middle it has a small human.
Okay.
And the last one is just a black drape. No emblem, just a massive black drape. Each one has their own. Each one has their own drape with their own emblem on it. The one in the middle is gold and blue. The one with the A and M mix is a purple, green, and sky blue. The one with the axe, hammer, and sword is red, a red and brown. The heart is red, white, and yellow. and then the last one is just a black drake.
Yep.
Okay. And you're the only one in this hallway. As you tap, you literally hear the echoes of your tap as you come in. You're like, if you say anything, it echoes. And you're there. The door closes behind you, and you can hear some chatter, but you can't really make it out. But you can tell that it's kind of like there's another platform above you that had those seats, and then behind that platform there's like another room that you can kind of guess like that's where they're at. You know what I mean?
Yep.
After some time goes by, probably like another 2 or 3 minutes, you notice that there are individuals that step out. The first one, Elvin, very beautiful, very pretty, blonde hair, really long, blue eyes, a massive gown that's gold and blue. She sits down in the middle chair. The next one you can't really see up until he sits down in this chair because it is a dwarf. Massive beard, armored. He has an axe.
Where does he sit in?
He sits in the one that has the hammer, the sword, and the axe with the brown and red. You couldn't really see him because he was short.
Yep.
The third one goes over, and you see a halfling kind of sits up on the seat on the other side. This one, brown hair, kind of like shaggy, if you will. Interesting eyes, though. You notice that he has one gold eye, one green eye.
Does the halfling sit at the black drape?
No, he's that one sits at the heart, the one with the heart and the little kid or the little human. Also decorated with armor.
You said gold and green eyes?
Gold and green eyes, yep. Another individual, hood up. You don't see him. You don't see the face. Has a blue robe. Sits down also on the right side. So to give you a picture, so the elven lady sits right in front of you. The 2 seats to her left and right are empty right now. And then the 2 furthest away from the middle, the left is the dwarf and the right is the halfling. Okay?
Yep.
So this individual comes in, blue robe, sits at the right hand of the woman, sits down under the blue, or under the M and the A overlap banner.
Yep.
And then at the left hand of this individual, where the black drape resides, is another individual with black robes. No, you can't see him. Just black with very light gold trim along his robe. Make a perception check.
Well, that's an F for 1. So.
Yep. All right. So that's exactly what you see. And as everybody gets standing over their seat, they all sit down all together. And the one in the middle, she goes, "All right. Welcome all of you for coming here today. I do appreciate your time. I know that being summoned here is sometimes a unfortunate and kind of annoyance, but I do appreciate everyone showing up promptly. Now, as all of them look down at you, and the one in the middle is the only one that addresses you. And she's like, your name, please."
Baltimore.
With your passive perception, it's high enough, but all of them begin to fidget, except for the one under the black banner.
Yep.
So, and she's like, "All right, we knew that you'd be coming here. I want to introduce each and every single one of you. Baltimore, my name is Petra. I run this here city. To my right Huh?
I just like where you sit down. Around this
To my right is Alistair. And Alistair, he just kind of raises his hand as you see a spark of lightning go in between all of his fingers. To his right, this is the dwarf. Carvin Slicer. To my left, Burtak. That's Burtak. Burtak. And to his left, Jamian Braveheart. And Jamian Braveheart is the only one out of all of them that, like, when he calls his name, he kind of smiles. He puts his hand on the edge, and he just literally, like, lifts up, and then he waves to you with a big, massive, like, just smile and wave.
Smile.
So I do like a respective nod towards him.
And then he sits back down. Petra leans forward and she goes, now, Baltimore, Skyhaven, when it came in, brought us some news. One that we are, let me just tell you straight, we are quite scared. We do not know the power in which you possess, nor do we know how to control it. But thus far, we wanted to make sure that if there was something that went wrong, we would be watching you. We are still watching you currently. You have not made any issues in the city rather than, the minor issue that happened at the beginning, but that wasn't something necessarily that has been produced by what's inside of you. We were hoping that you could shed light on what exactly it is that you are harboring, and if you have been able to control it, or if it's going to be proved an asset or something that could destroy the city. The floor is yours, as she kind of sits back, and each one just kind of starts to analyze you, and you get the sense that she is looking for more of an explanation rather than you questioning them, so to speak.
I don't know what's inside me. And if I couldn't control it, do you think that we'd be having this conversation right now?
So you do not know how to control it?
If I didn't know how to control it, then do you think that we'd be having this conversation right now? We're having a conversation amongst right now 2 of us. But I'm speaking coherently, not under any other influence, and whatever that Sky may have said to you is not currently in front of you right now, but me.
So you do know how to control this thing inside of you?
I am currently controlling it.
So what powers do you possess? What attributes or abilities are you able to do that we may be able to learn from it? We feel that there may be others that are like you that may not be able to control it, and we'd like to understand and be able to adjust accordingly. Now, keep in mind, none of us here wish to experiment or abduct you or kidnap you in any way, shape, or form. We just wish that we would learn more information on what exactly you are.
I'm a half elf. I couldn't tell you which one of my parents were human or elf. But you being elven, I'm assuming that you know the biology of the elf part. So as far as what abilities I have, and I kind of like look towards Alistair, and I cast Sacred Flame in my hand, and I just like twiddle it in my fingers or something. Like, this is what I can do.
Baltimore, we are specifically talking to the entity that is inside of you. If you do not wish to talk about it, then we won't talk about it. But do keep in mind, at that point, we would have to make more extreme precautions. One of which I do not know if you'd be so agreeable with.
And what might that be?
Well, we are hoping that it won't come to that, and you'd be able to talk to us about what exactly is going on.
But I'm curious, what are you saying that I won't be so agreeable with? I mean, you've already stated that that you didn't plan on abducting me or doing tests on me or whatnot.
Which we would not, correct. However, for the safety of our city, due to what happened on Skyhaven, we would have to make sure that you no longer come into this city and enjoy what we have to offer. Just to protect our people. You say you control it, but yet you have no explanation on what it is, what your abilities are, or how you can control it, to give us more confidence on whether or not you can stay within the city walls. Like I've said before, you have shown no aggression, nor have you shown any type of anger toward any of the cities or any of the citizens. Sorry. So as of right now, there's no point in doing that. But if you are not willing to cooperate the way we are looking to be cooperated with, we will put those stipulations into point, and each of our cities will make sure that you will not be able to enter. And and you see again that all of them start to adjust again, except for the black robed one. This one, he almost seems to like lean forward as he's interested. Like his body language seems interested in what's going on, and you see his robes almost come together on the actual what do you call it? Like the shelf, I guess
Table?
It's not like a table. It's a massive wall that goes across. He puts his arms up and folds them, and you can see
Podium?
I guess podium. It's a massive podium. It's a wall essentially, but you still can't see his hands as his robes cross one another as he's leaning forward now, really watching what is going on. So I ask you, if you'd please be so kind as to tell us what happened in Skyhaven, what you are, what is inside of you, and what abilities do you possess that we could either help you through such process, or if we ourselves need to make sure that there are defenses in play that we can protect ourselves. We have not encountered anything such as what Skyhaven depicted.
So, whatever happened in Skyhaven, at the time I was not coherent. But I know that prior to, I was trying to save someone's life. As far as my abilities, I am a cleric. I heal. As far as what I am, I'm a half-elf, as I've already stated. Whatever precautions that you may feel that you need to take them if you wish. I've shown no aggression to you or any of your people, nor do I have any intention on it.
So you are denying the fact that you have something inside of you? Are you denying any memory of what happened on Skyhaven?
I didn't deny anything.
Those are the properties in which we are asking for. We very know quite clearly that you are a cleric.
I have no other abilities outside of my clerical ones.
So this entity inside of you does not give you any other abilities?
I have not had anything else, and as far as I know, the only reason that whatever entity inside of me bursted out at the time on Skyhaven, fuck, now I'm getting Wand syndrome,
Yeah, bro.
was due to the lack of security that Skyhaven had, as some individuals were attempting to summon some other entities through some portal in which me and my party attempted to stop it to save the lives of the people on Skyhaven.
Okay. So what does the lack of security have to do with your entity breaking out?
Because they allowed for several individuals to get onto the ship, and allowed those individuals to, in a way, sabotage the ship, injuring other people, innocent people, a child specifically, and then attempted to use the child's, after killing the child, used her body and the mother's body as a sacrifice towards summoning a demon. If Skyhaven Security is what it claimed to be when me and my party first stepped on, that shouldn't have happened.
That is agreeable. Yes. We do not run Skyhaven Security, and we do not know to the extent what type of security Skyhaven runs. So unfortunately, we cannot have any say in that. But were you saying then that because of security and all of this went down, your entity broke free willingly, or did you willingly let the entity break, or did it break it itself? We are trying to find out if you indeed have control over this entity or not.
It was due to the individuals that were let onto Skyhaven. Not me or my party, but the other people that Skyhaven allowed onto the ship.
So somebody else was able to allow this entity out of you.
They forced it.
How?
I don't know. I'm not a wizard.
What would you suggest we do with you, Baltimore? You yourself know this entity better than any of us. You live with it day to day. If you say that is a threat, we will make sure that there's precautions around you to make sure that when this threat is released, we can put you back. If you say that you can handle it or you are finding ways, we will let you go and keep a watch on you.
I currently have a handle on it, and I'm trying to find a way to get it extracted from me. As far as what you all should do, that's your own decision. I cannot make a choice for the lives of people that do not fall under me.
As she looks around to the other council members, she says, okay, the floor is now open. As you see Jamie and Braveheart, the one that's kind of excited throughout all this, kind of comes over. He goes, so does it hurt? As this small individual has a very deep voice.
I don't know.
Great. The dwarven just kind of sits back, just stroking his beard.
So I look to the other two. You all have any questions?
Burtok is literally just there, just peering through a hooded mask. Or mask, hooded, yeah, whatever. Alistair kind of puts back his hood. Now you see him. Blue eyes, brown hair, elven in nature. I'd like to extend an invitation. The invitation is to Arcadia. You and your group may come. There you'll be able to have access to other wizards that may be able to help you unlock what exactly is going on. However, while you are there, we must use precautions. Wards will be on you. You will have to be escorted everywhere you go and watched while you are sleeping. This is the offer that I make. I hope that you will find time to come and visit us. That information is quite interesting as he kind of sits back.
Well, I appreciate the offer, but you must understand that I must consult my group before making any decision for them.
Very well. And Petra she stands and everybody stands up. You can tell that everybody here is very respectful of each other's and their domains. Petra kind of gives a slight bow to you as she looks in your direction, and she says, Baltimore, you may take your leave.
So I respectively nod towards all of them. And I start walking backwards. Take a couple steps backwards, trying to be respectful towards some form of royalty, and then turn and begin to walk out. Do the doors open up?
They do, and as you're walking out backwards, you know that each one gets off of their seat and starts walking back, except for one, Bertok. Still sitting there, leaned forward.
So just as I'm heading for the door and I see them walking out, I say, "Oh, one last thing though."
Each of them turn kind of half-quartered.
And I look right dead at Petra's eyes. As far as I know, there are 3 more just like me. And I turn and walk out.
Okay. No problem. So you walk out. You guys are heading to Seeing Sally?
Yes.
You guys get there eventually. You notice that there's just like a little, it's almost like a hut. Just like a small, almost tiki hut. And the door is just kind of there, just all hay, not even wood.
Okay, so,
Where the fuck did you bring us?
I don't know. I got the letter, seeing Sally. This is where she lives.
Yeah, I bet she's seeing a lot.
Maybe.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. As I walk out, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. As I walk out, I just ask one of the guards to a direction to where a stable is that I can purchase horses, and then I just start heading in that direction.
Horses or torches?
Horses, sorry.
All right. Well, you're still dead center in the middle, so you're gonna have to go all the way to the outside to get to the stable.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just while they're doing their whole thing, that I can be in that way.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I just look at Rahoon and Emerald and say, all right, well, let's just see what this is about. Stand guard, because I don't know what I'm getting us into.
Yeah.
Sure.
So walking in.
So you walk in, and as you go to open the door, the hay just kind of you go to push it, and it just goes.
Just falls. Okay. So
Just fall.
I'm
And then
trying to
on the inside,
respectfully
you
not
just see
destroy
you
it.
just see a chair, and you just see a girl.
I stop her from entering the room.
Sure. I mean, you look inside, and literally, it's it legit just 4 walls, dirt, and then a chair. And then and there's light. I mean, there's windows. There's light, and you just see a girl just sitting there, and she's just kind of like this. And as you're looking at her, you can tell, human,
She blind?
but she has a closed third eye.
Interesting.
I step in first.
Or what are you-
Axe drawn, in hand, steady, cautious, ready to go.
Sure. As you're getting closer, you notice that her all of her eyes are closed.
Okay. So I walk forward and say, "Hello, I'm Atreya."
Sure. As you say that, the third eye just
Weird.
starts looking around, just locks in on you,
Okay.
and she just kind of she goes.
Are you seeing Sally?
I am seeing Sally.
I got your letter.
Good. His eyes still closed. Third eye just looked around.
Okay.
She just kind of leans forward. Is this your party?
This is the party that I could bring, but this is not everyone.
I have much to say to everyone. Hello, Rahul, Ironwall, Bastard, whatever you have like 50 names right now. Atreya, Karaoke, how's it going? Your mother is very beautiful. Still doing her own thing currently. But she's good. Family in debt. Such a bad thing. But should get out of that pretty soon, hopefully. The dwarf probably could have helped you out with that, but I think he already spent some money, right?
That's his business. It's his money.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. Wedding ring's nice, though. Anyway, old
I
man,
don't like you.
old man, come here.
Do I know you?
Emerald. You probably won't remember me. You don't remember anything currently. I mean,
That's
God forbid
true.
you know your own brother.
I've never met him.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, so how's Gaia? She doing good? Oh, I'm sorry. You don't. You're obviously here.
Yes.
We're not at that point yet.
Oh yeah, sorry. So yeah.
Who are you, old woman?
Sally. Some people call me Seeing Sally.
What do you have to say to us?
I just wanted to get the group together, see what you guys are doing. You guys come up with a group name yet?
What are you babbling?
What are you guys gonna call yourselves when you guys are like big?
Sally, this is temporary, okay? I don't plan to stick with these people too much longer.
I think that'll change.
Really?
I just like look at Rahoon because it's like, yeah, that's his personality, but slightly.
Atreya, where's your brother?
Excuse me?
Baltimore? Crayoke?
You know that he's my brother?
Wait, what did you call
Do
him?
you not know he's your brother?
What did you call him?
Where are we? What's the timeline right now?
How do
That
you
doesn't
know
matter.
so
What did you
much
just call
about
him?
us?
Baltimore? Crayoke?
Creo.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Creo?
That's their father.
That's my father's last name. My elven father.
The Elven King. You don't know who that is?
I go by Glassmere.
You think I give a
because
shit about elves?
that's
Well,
my
currently, I
family
don't think she even knows. Who
Wait,
her
did you
father is.
did you just say the Elven King?
I know, right? I'm not even
What?
there. Like, what the fuck?
I'm sorry. Come again.
Dwarf. Finding out the things about elves. Doesn't give two shits about it.
Well,
I
I-
give two shits. I would like to. I'm sorry. You said you know who my father is. I've never met him.
Yeah, Crayoke. Yeah, he's a good guy. Well, I mean, I've never met him, but I've seen him. I've seen
Like
him.
the current
He's a king,
Elven
apparently.
King or a past
You said
Elven
he's an
King?
elven king.
Elven King.
What area? What
Oh,
territory?
I don't know biographies. I go everywhere and anywhere. You name it. Dead Man's Bay. I've gone there. The Bay of Storms. I've gone there. I've
What
gone.
about the
How do you
Glide?
know
What
us?
about the Glide Forest?
The Glide Forest. I've been there many times. The strings of fate seem to be well woven in that place. Why I don't know, but Emerald's supposed to be in charge of that, but he's here. So
Yeah.
What do you mean by
How do you
that?
know?
2 deaths later.
I'm sorry.
How do you know us?
I know each and every single one of you.
How?
My eye.
Okay. So if you know me, then was it my father?
No, No, it wasn't. It was Baltimore's friend, ally, person? I don't know.
More importantly, why did you call us here?
What friend? What ally?
I called you all here because I wanted to get all of you guys together to let you know to be careful in the woods. In about 3 days, do not get caught in the woods. Please, do not get caught in the woods.
Which woods?
But
Any
if you're
wood.
telling us not to get caught, isn't that counterintuitive? Because it seems like you already know we're going to go
Emerald,
and
shut
get
up.
I'm just hoping you don't. Just heed, please. Heed my warning.
We heed your warning. What friend of Baltimore's?
Balt? I'm sorry?
What his ally who did it?
What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking
No, I know.
about. The night that it happened. The night that
What night? What happened? What? Where are we at? Who are you? A Trey. You're a Trey. Okay. What were we talking about?
what was his name?
Name of who? I can give you many names.
Of Baltimore's friend or ally who killed my cousin.
There's one
and
very
his-
important to Baltimore.
Yes, who?
Rahun Ironwall. He helps a lot.
That's me.
Oh. Hey.
I stop for a second and I just stop and I'm like, oh, thank you, Baltimore. And I think for a second, who else is something I care about? But that's beside the point. Who's his other companion who, the night that it happened?
Emma?
No.
What night? What are you talking about?
The night that two very close people of mine were murdered by a fake me.
Wait, what are you talking about,
Shut
Rahun?
up.
Oh, the night that...
Yes. Who was he? I need a name.
I don't know if that would change things.
I don't give a shit what it changes. What was his name?
I care because you have the person that can change everything right beside you. And she points at Emerald.
God damn it! And I walk out of the. I just
Wait,
storm
wait,
off
wait,
for a second.
wait.
She says,
wait
beware
a
of the
minute.
demigod.
What?
I turn
what?
back around.
do
What
I
demigod?
think?
Oh, Mortem.
Mortem? Who's Mortem?
Mom.
Your wife? Future wife?
What? What?
No, Morum.
Oh, never mind. I've got the wrong
you're talking
name.
about your wife?
No.
She never becomes your wife. Wait, are you back there yet?
What?
Uh-oh.
You've told too much.
I go up to her and at this point I grab her by the shoulders and I'm like, you start speaking sense. You start speaking sense now. And I shake her and intimidate her. And
I'm speaking. You try to intimidate her and you can't seem to. She just.
it's hard to intimidate a crazy person.
Sally, start from the beginning. What am I supposed to know, and what does it have to do with his history, and how did we get to Atreya and Baltimore? Go back to the beginning.
Of what?
What do you have to tell us?
Of what? Of what?
What can you tell us about our individual histories, starting with me?
Okay. She rubs her eye.
What have you seen, and what can you tell us?
I see many things.
I should remember.
Yes, we know.
You. I don't know where you're at. God, why are the timelines so crazy?
I'm 32, if that helps.
32.
I'm
No, that doesn't
36.
help. I don't keep track of ages.
My sister, Alana, is dead. My mother...
She died here?
Yes.
So she's not alive in this one.
She's not alive.
Okay. So that narrows it down to 150. I don't know what you want from me. Emerald. You are descended. Maybe these people can help you ascend, but hopefully we'll see how that goes. I don't know where you're at.
Wait, is he supposed to be a god or something?
And
Descended from whom?
Damn it.
You're.
Wait, no,
your
no.
wife though misses you.
Gaia?
Who?
Yes, yeah.
Gaia is your wife, Emerald?
Ah, you have a wife.
He's referred
too.
to as the old one here, right? Old
Yes.
one by plants.
Yes.
By plants.
Wait, by plants.
Wait. beautiful green eyes. What can you tell me about her?
I'd beware of your brother, though. Your brother has
Yeah.
brother intentions.
My brother, what?
Seer,
Yeah.
I've recently had a dream. Maybe this can help you.
Okay.
Krukas, what can you tell me about that name and Gaia? What about Gaia? Tell me about Gaia.
What do you want? Krukos or your brother? I can't tell a lot. Stuff starts
Gaia,
to get hazy
tell
after
me-
some stuff.
Tell me about Gaia.
Should came Baltimore.
Your wife.
Yes.
What about her?
What
She's a good
happened
girl.
to her?
Misty, always doing stuff. It's kind of fun.
What happened to her?
Crazy at parties, though.
Seer,
Yes.
may I look into your mind?
Sure.
Is there anything I can
So,
do?
okay. I had a
Do you
wife
have anything
named-
to look into her mind? No.
What?
You stare into her eye, and she's just like,
There's nothing I can do to like connect or anything. No.
Sally, what happened to my wife?
she's still alive. She's still doing her thing.
Where is she?
Where?
You know, there.
What plane is
In
she
the
on?
forest?
The divine plane.
She's in the divine plane. What plane would you consider this?
Yeah. Material?
Okay.
How do I get to the divine plane?
That's a you problem.
What's inside of me?
What's inside of you? I don't know. Your stomach?
Oh my god.
Is there a
No
way
getting
that people
through to this
usually
one.
go from the material plane to the divine plane?
No idea.
Okay.
So,
Okay, well, what can you tell me about the Gly Forest? What does it have to do with... What am I supposed to know about the Gly Forest?
Baltimore, you get over to the stables and you see that there's only two horses for sale.
So I asked the person how much are the horses.
The horses, these are just regular horses. I'd say probably about 200 each.
And if I wanted to get more horses, where would I go?
War horses, you'd have to go to the guard stables. That's going to be on the other side of the city, and those are a little bit more expensive. If you're using them for adventure use, it's going to be 5,500 for one war horse. A war horse. We're talking a war horse that will not flee in battle, right? That's the one you're talking about.
I mean, right now, I just need just some horses for several people.
Yeah, regular horses like travel use. I can sell them to you right here for $200 or 200 gold pieces.
I know what timeline we're in, right? I know like what the year is. and
Yeah, you know what the
it
year is. She has no
Yeah,
idea.
yeah. So knowing what year it is, I'll tell her
Okay.
what year it is and stuff like that.
All right. So you do you pay for the horses or do you just write a note on it?
If I purchase these horses like they're mine, right?
Fingers.
Don't
Which
bend them.
fingers?
Sorry. I'm sorry. One more time.
If I purchase these horses, they're mine, right?
Yep. We can put them right here. We can name them. Do whatever you'd like. They're both
Try
there.
one. Oh.
Do you have any intention on getting any more in anytime soon?
When the next set comes in, it will be 2 days from now.
Okay.
I have another pair.
All right.
Do you happen to know where Seeing Sally is?
Yeah, she's right around the corner. Crazy though. Crazy lady. Crazy lady.
I'll come back to you later.
Do you want me to hold these horses? I only got 2 left.
Yeah, if you could hold them for me, that'd be great.
Sure, no problem. I'll hold them for 2 days. So that way when the next shipment comes in, at least, you know, you have a plethora. So.
Yeah.
All right. See ya. Back to you guys.
I start heading to Seeing Sally.
All right.
Okay, tell
I tell her what year it is, and the date, the day, and the year.
Okay. All
This
right.
is where we're at.
Okay.
I give her the rundown of everything that's happened to me in Baltimore and Emerald since we've been here since the beginning and stuff like that.
Like Worcester?
Yeah, like
So you
all
keep
the way
going.
from
And
Worcester to
by the
where
time-
we are now.
By the time you hit Skyhaven, she's like, all right. Okay.
Do you know where we are now?
What timeline is this?
And I tell her the year, and I tell her.
Has Baltimore died?
No. Well, he's fallen but coming back, and there has been
No.
nothing.
Okay, so I'm in the
No,
wrong
he hasn't
one.
died.
I'm in the wrong one.
What?
You get the sense that the more and more you talk, the more events that you keep explaining to her, there's so many overlapping stuff that she can't keep track where is going where.
Mm-hmm. Why are these
Which begs
things
the
altering our
question,
memories?
like, is the stuff that she's telling you even true, or is, you know, I mean, like...
You say that Baltimore and I, our brother and sister,
Yep.
are, and you say that it's important for us to be together, that you don't see Rahum leaving. So, and you asked us what the name of our group is. Are we supposed to be banded together? Are we connected or tied together?
I think this
you
woman's
would want
full
to
of
ask
shit.
Emerald. He's supposed to be supposed to be on that. I don't know. Oh wait, he's here. Never mind.
I think this woman's full of shit. I think we're just
Wait. What do you mean I'm here? You keep saying
you're
I'm
right
here. Am I not supposed to be here?
All right,
She
Baltimore.
could have been
Baltimore,
right about
you
a lot
walk
of
in.
things, but
Oh, Baltimore!
people could find information about anybody else.
So you come in, you see this tiki hut and a girl that has just a third eye up on her forehead, just looking around everywhere.
I think she's just full of shit.
And
Baltimore,
honestly,
you're not missing anything.
for the whole city council, I'm not even fazed by it.
Yeah, that sounds good. So is your thing in you still, Baltimore?
I'm not gonna sit here and waste my time anymore with this con artist. I think she's soon about to ask us for some money here, guys. So I think we're wasting our time, and I'm gonna start walking out.
Do I look like I want money? As she kind of sits back.
No, but you definitely want something from us, and I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna fall into your little con
I
trap.
came here. Wait, did I come here? No. You came here because I had one thing to say to you.
Yeah, what's that one thing?
Do not get caught in the woods 3 days from now. You can leave.
Yeah,
Why?
whatever.
Rahun, Ironwall, bastard of whatever your father's name is in this timeline. Oh yeah, by the way, your wife dies
Oh,
by your hand. You can leave now.
Yeah.
Bye. 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 Bye.
I don't even
Bye.
think walking
Bye.
out.
Bye. 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 And as you like walk, she's still saying bye. Bye.
I've been.
Bye. Bye.
I was walking
Bye.
out like while she was saying all that shit.
Yeah. Okay.
I just wait outside the front door.
Okay.
I'm not
This
gonna
is-
be like.
As you like walk out the door, she just still says it, and then like after you get out of sight, she's like, okay.
what am I supposed to know?
What are you supposed to know, Emerald?
You keep saying I'm here, and I'm supposed to know so much about this group.
Well,
And
you
the
all
folks.
are all, I mean, entangled in some way, shape, or form.
How so?
I mean, you guys are related. She points to you in Baltimore. She.
Take it all in, Baltimore.
You say that?
No, I don't.
She points at you, Emerald, and she's like, "You're descended, and your
From
brother,
what does that mean?
You're-
Descended from whom?
your brother, is also somewhat related to Baltimore. So
Oh boy.
I would expect to see him shortly, but keep in mind, they may not be so happy to see each other, or they may be happy to see each other. I don't know. This one could be different. I don't know.
From outside, Brahun just. As soon as she's gonna say we're
Bye,
all related.
Bye. Bye.
Who am I descended from?
Descended. What are you talking about?
You just said I'm descended from someone.
Well, I mean, you were born on the 10th day of the 10th month of the 10th hour of the 10th second, right? On the 10th?
Well, yes, but what does that have to do with anything?
That has a lot to do with everything. I just don't know what 10 does. 10, it's such a weird number, right? 1, 2,
But
3,
what
4,
is
5, 6,
descendant?
7, 8, 9,
You
10?
keep saying descendant. What does that mean? It means I must have come from something or someone. Such as who?
Maybe you came from your mother.
Obviously. Thank. Oh,
Your brother came from your mother, but was also part of another.
another what?
He was kind of demanded, not necessarily actually provoked or made. I mean, he was made, but I mean, could you really technically say that that's made? I don't even know if that's made, but he was used.
For what?
Descended, like ascend, descend, not like descendant, not like a living relative of the Walkers.
Anyway,
Family name.
I only came to tell you guys that you just be careful in the woods. I think this is the one where you guys will be in big trouble if you go in. There is a very small chance that you actually might be welcomed, and it might be a good thing to go in the woods, but the majority of the time it's not. So I would rather just not go in.
Uh-huh.
What awaits in the woods?
There's a variety of different ones. I don't remember who goes what, but
Possibilities.
possibilities are just endless, really. But the majority of the ones, Baltimore's not going to be so fond of. Neither will Emerald. And in very small cases, Rahun will fall.
It's fallen before.
But
Emerald, you've died.
At whose expense?
Anyway,
We'll make it happen again.
So what else can you tell us about the Blind Forest? Anything?
Anything you can tell me about Kraok?
a Kraok? Good guy. Very good guy. Has a lot on his plate, a lot on his mind. I don't think he knows about Baltimore.
How would I find him? Like, how would I know who he is?
Beats me. I have no idea.
Can I do a personal history check of my internal history and whether I remember the fact that I have a wife?
Sure, do a history check.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go over to the brothel. This is a fucking waste of time.
17.
Okay, Ryan.
Sure, and tell Mortem I said hi.
Where the fuck is Morton?
More demigod. More dumb or more well?
Mortem. M-O-R-T E-M.
17 for that history check.
Okay. She claims that that's Baltimore friend. That set you up wherever.
I go over to
Well,
that luxurious.
You got 17?
brothel.
Yes.
You have no idea what she's talking about.
Great. Perfect. May or may not have.
Take some time to get there.
How is Cass connected to us? So that we're all connected somehow.
Cass. Oh my goodness. Phalos. Yeah?
Who's Phalos?
That's her last name, I think.
Cass Phalos?
I think that's her last name. Now, the funny thing is, the same day that Emerald descended, he ascended.
Who's he?
But the thing is, there's 3 gods at war currently over Cass, so please be careful with her. Is she by herself currently?
She's with Gloria and Ben.
Oh, thank God.
Ascended where? What? What?
Are you speaking of her father?
I don't know. I don't know who her father is.
You say at the same time someone ascended.
Just watch over her, okay? She's going to be trying trapped many times. I think.
What did I ascend to?
And if she dies, don't let her die. Or else you'll all be in trouble. Just don't let her
Cass?
die.
And you said 3 gods are fighting over her. Which
Yeah.
Which gods?
I don't know.
Why are they fighting over her?
Who knows? Why is she so important?
Where's her father?
I don't know. But anyway, I must leave you. I have other places I need to be at. I will let you know each and every single one of you have been touched by demons or gods.
Yeah, this, and I show her the sea.
Mm.
We all seem to have it. What does it mean?
And I cannot tell you.
Is it what you meant by we've all been touched by demons or gods?
Not necessarily, but my time here is running short. I must leave.
Thank you for your time and answering all my questions, Sally.
She just kind of sits back as like her body goes limp and third eye shuts. And now that you notice her body seems to decay almost rapidly as like it just goes to like a old form and then just bone and ash.
Oh, crap.
Oh man.
You get to the brothel and you see two dragonborns standing outside. They're all just kind of flexing, looking back every now and then. Like and you see a 5-story building, curtains draped on the side. You see the silhouettes. Even in daylight, you see silhouettes. You can tell like they're probably like blackout curtains from the outside in, but from the inside out, it's like silhouettes, almost to entice people to come in.
No, yeah, I understand.
And they look at you and they're, all right, hey, dwarf, 150, man. You get in, you get to have anybody you want as long as they like you.
I give him the 150 without saying anything.
Cool. He takes it, he puts it in the like pouch. He's like, hey, there's a girl named Ariana, dwarf, awesome girl, dude. When I tell you she knows how to like slam down the forge, she slams down the forge. As you walk in, you just a massive, like, everybody's doing everybody.
Or
Except like dudes like they're trying to like.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah. There are some, but it's like back.
I stay back, and I am specifically looking for that one girl who's clearly top of the top, the most luxurious, the most probably running all the other girls. Honestly, like the boss of all the other girls too.
Oh, like the headmistress, you would say?
Yeah, the headmistress who's still
like the one that's not doing anything, but also like running everything.
Mm-hmm.
Make an investigation check.
I don't use this.
Okay. Nothing. You go around. You are just so entranced by everything that's going on.
I shake myself off from all the distractions for a little bit, and I try and focus. And
Make a perception check.
Okay. 14.
14. You're looking around for this headmistress. You don't see anybody, but you do see one of the girls kind of finish up doing something, and she just starts like shooing off like other ladies, and she's like, "Hey, you're supposed to be over there!" And she like actually just like slap the butt as like the girl's going.
I go over to her then.
She's just naked, human naked.
That's fine.
And she just kind of looks over. Yeah.
I was wondering if I could get your help with something.
Well, I mean, dwarves are not really my style, but sure.
No, not in that sense. Is there somewhere we could talk in private?
No.
No?
Not here. What is it? What can I help you with?
I need somebody to teach me how to be romantic.
Okay.
There's a girl out there who's been waiting for me for a very long time, and I need to make up the years that I've missed her. Can you teach me?
Yeah. Okay. And she's like shocked at this, as like someone from the inside is like, "Hey, Lysandra, what the heck, girl?" And she's like, "Hey, 1 second, or else you're not getting out."
Lysandra, clearly you're busy.
Yes. Yes. Come at like 3 a.m. in the morning when we're finishing our rush hour, and I'll give you a couple girls that you can kind of work with.
Okay.
I can't guarantee. I mean, it's gonna be more slutty, and they'll probably sleep with you. And if you sleep with them, you're paying.
I understand.
Anyway, just come back later. And so she leaves. As you go to walk away, you notice that another individual is also in a room, but just sitting there, not doing anything. And the more and more you look at him, you're like, I know that person.
Okay.
That was the guy on the cliff. That was the guy we fought for. And that's what we'll end tonight's
I
session.
had a feeling you were gonna do that. You fucker.
So anyway, we appreciate you guys staying tuned. I'm gonna have this up on YouTube, that way you guys can watch and catch up on past sessions. Again, if there's anything else, feel free to like us on Facebook, like us on Twitch, like us on Twitter. Talk with our players. That way we can get to know you guys and be able to talk and chat with you guys. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you guys next week, Wednesday, here on Epic Interactions. Keep it epic.